Good morning, student. This is Nehala Khera, your science teacher. I hope you all are well. Today, we are going to start our chapter number 2, Nutrition in Animal. In this chapter, we understand the mode of nutrition in animal. In this class, we talk about a very introduction. So, students, in chapter number 1, we talk about the mode of nutrition. Under mode of nutrition, we say there are two types of nutrition. So the first is autotrophic and the second is heterotrophic. So in the last class we discussed the autotrophic which occurs in plant, and we also discussed the process of photosynthesis, and in this chapter we discuss the heterotrophic which occurs in mainly animal and including human beings. Now each species has their own way of taking food. For example, bee and hummingbird suck plant nectar in front of human, and some animals feed on mother's milk. Snakes such as python consume the animal upon which they prey, and aquatic animals filter small food particles floating close by and feed on them. Now the animal depend upon other plants and animal for their food. Different way of taking food. Here we have different kind of animal and their different kind of food and their different kind of feeding, or we can say different kind of mode of feeding. For example, snail eat grass and the mode of feeding is chewing. Now when we talk animal nutrition, again in the form of carbohydrate, fat, mineral, and what occurs in the process of digestion. A process of digestion is breaking down the complex molecule into a simpler molecule. This process of digestion occurs through a system which is known as a digestive system. This system takes place through a canal. This canal is often called as the alimentary canal or digestive tract. This canal is divided into a different part. The first, the mouth or buccal cavity. Second, food pipe or esophagus. Third, stomach. Fourth, small intestine. Fifth, large intestine. And the last one is anus. Now understand the various part of alimentary canal in this diagram. The first part is buccal cavity, and the second part is esophagus or food pipe, and the third part is stomach, and fourth is small intestine. This is small intestine, and the fifth part is large intestine. This is large intestine, and the last one is anus. Now food रन कैसे करता है एलिमेंट्री कैनाल में. लेट्स सी. सबसे पहले फूड एंटर होता है माउथ से और बकल कैविटी में ये होता हुआ इसोफेगस में आता है, और इसोफेगस से ये फूड स्टमक में जाता है. स्टमक में ये डाइजेस्ट होता है. यहाँ पे स्टमक डाइजेस्टिव जूसेस को सिक्रिएट करता है जो इसके डाइजेशन में हेल्प करते हैं. इसके बाद ये स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में जाता है. स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में इसका डाइजेशन होता है, एब्जॉर्प्शन होता है, और इसके बाद ये फूड लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन में जाता है. लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन से होता हुआ ये फूड को थ्रो आउट कर देता है, एनस के थ्रो आउट हो जाता है एज अ फीकल मटेरियल. So that's how food run in alimentary canal. And there are 3 glands associated with the alimentary canal, and the secrete digestive juice that are used to convert the complex food substance into a simpler substance. The first one is liver, which is largest gland of our body, and second one is pancreas. And the pancreas located in the abdomen behind the stomach, and the third one is salivary gland. Salivary gland located in mouth or buccal cavity. these glands and the alimentary canal together form a system in the human body which is responsible for the digestion of food in the body. This system is known as digestive system. Now understand the each part of alimentary canal separately. The very first part is the mouth or buccal cavity. Now the buccal cavity is the place where ingestion of food take place. So the question is occurs in our mind is what is ingestion? The process of taking food through the mouth is called ingestion. This is the very first step of digestion of food. So the food is chewed or grind into a smaller part. So there are teeth to chew the food. We have four type of teeth that we talk about. The front we have incisor, and surrounding the front we have canine, and then molar and premolar. Molar and premolar help grind the food, canine help tear the food, and incisor help cut the food. So we can say that for cutting the food we have incisor teeth, and tear the food we have canine teeth, and for grinding or convert the smaller part the food we have molar and premolar teeth. These teeth are rooted into a region which is known as gum. In buccal cavity we also have a tongue which is help to move movement of food. So जो टंग है वो फूड की मूवमेंट में भी हेल्प करती है और हमें फूड का टेस्ट बताने में भी हेल्प करती है. सो वी हैव अ रीजन ऑफ टंग ऑफ डिफरेंट टेस्ट. द फ्रंट वन इज स्वीट. सो जब फूड हमारी फ्रंट पर आता है तो हमें स्वीट अगर है तो उसका टेस्ट का पता चलता है. एंड सराउंडिंग द फ्रंट वी हैव अ सॉल्टी टेस्ट है तो उसका पता चलता है. एंड लास्ट वन इज सॉर मीन्स खट्टा, खट्टे टेस्ट का पता चलता है. Now we have a different type of teeth. Here is a arrangement of teeth. Children have milk teeth, and in the early childhood a set of teeth growth in children that then fall off after certain age of 6 to 8 years. So these teeth are called milk teeth, and the permanent teeth, the teeth that grow after milk teeth fall off, are called permanent teeth. Coming to the next step or next part, which is food pipe or esophagus. So the food pipe starts from the neck region and runs until the chest area in animal. So the swallowed food move through the food pipe and reach the stomach through this path. So under the food pipe, the wave-like movement, the wave-like movement take place. This wave-like movement is known as peristensial. Peristensis. So the food is pushed down by the movement of the wall of food pipe. Actually, the movement take place throughout the alimentary canal and pushed the food downward. We talking about the digestion in human. Under the digestion in human, we also cover the first part, which is buccal cavity, and the various kind of teeth. Now coming to the next step or next part, which is food pipe or esophagus. So the food pipe starts from the neck region and runs until the chest area in animal. So the swallowed food move through the food pipe and reach the stomach through this path. So under the food pipe, the wave-like movement, the wave-like movement take place. This wave-like movement is known as peristalsis. Peristalsis. So the food is pushed down by the movement of the wall of food pipe. Actually, the movement take place throughout the alimentary canal and pushed the food downward. Means food moves in downward direction in the food pipe. So this is esophagus or food pipe. Now coming to the next part, which is the stomach. So it is the widest part of alimentary canal. It's a structure, bag-like structure, and in a felt U shape. And stomach received food from the food pipe at one end and open it into the small intestine at the other. The inner lining of the stomach secrete mucus, hydrochloric acid, and digestive juice. Mucus protect the lining of the stomach, and acid kill many bacteria that enter along with the food. मीन्स फूड के साथ अगर कोई बैक्टीरिया आता है हमारी बॉडी के अंदर, स्टमक के अंदर आता है, तो हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड जो होता है उस बैक्टीरिया को किल करता है एंड मेक्स द मीडियम इन द स्टमक एसिडिक, और स्टमक के जो मीडियम होता है उसको एसिडिक बनाता है एंड हेल्प द digestive juice to act. The digestive juice break down the protein into simpler substance. Digestive juice प्रोटीन को सिंपलर सब्सटेंस में कन्वर्ट करता है. So this is the stomach. Now we have a diagram of a stomach. So you can see the bag-like structure or a felted U-shaped structure of a stomach and its different parts. So now coming to the next part of our body or alimentary canal is the small intestine. This is a highly coiled structure. The length of small intestine is almost 7.5 meter. So the liver and pancreas released digestive juice into the small intestine. So we also discuss about the liver and the pancreas separately, and now focus on the small intestine. So the inner lining of the small intestine also secrete some digestive juice. So and the small intestine breaks the carbohydrates into glucose, fats into fatty acid, and proteins into amino acid. So this is the very important step for you. So remind it, the small intestine break the carbohydrate into glucose, fat into fatty acid, and protein into amino acid. Now let's talk about the liver and pancreas. Liver is a gland, and the color of liver is a reddish brown color. So this is known as the largest gland of human body. It secretes a digestive juice called bile juice. So the bile juice is stored in a gallbladder. The bile juice make it possible for the body to digest the fat. Means the bile juice digest fat. Now coming to the pancreas, it is a cream colored gland present in the body. So it secretes pancreatic juice that help in digestion of fat, carbohydrate, and protein. Now the process of absorption take place in the small intestine. So it is a process by which digest food enters the blood vessel of the small intestine. So this process is known as absorption, the inner wall of the small intestine have 1,000 finger-like outgrowth. These are called villi. So, student, this is again a very uh, important topic for you. So, villi is the finger-like outgrowth. So, they increase the surface area of the intestine. So, they thereby increasing the amount of absorption. After absorption, the next process take place is the assimilation. So this process by which the organ of the body utilize the digested food and from complex substance uh, which the body needs, such as protein, are called assimilation. मीन्स हमारी बॉडी इस डाइजेस्टेड फूड को यूटिलाइज करके कॉम्प्लेक्स फूड में कन्वर्ट करके हमारी बॉडी में जो नीड होती है उसको पूरा करती है. सो दिस प्रोसेस इज नोन एज एसिमुलेशन. And the small intestine divide in three parts: duodenum, ileum, and ileum. So this is small intestine. And now the undigested or unobserved food enter into the large intestine. So coming to the large intestine, any food that is left undigested pass through the small intestine. So and enters the large intestine. It is a wide tube-like structure, but it is only 1.5 meter long. So the main function of large intestine is absorb water and salt from the undigested food. So the rest of waste undigested food pass through the rectum. So लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन हमारी बॉडी में जो लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन होती है वो अनडाइजेस्टेड फूड में जो वाटर होता है और सॉल्ट होता है उसको ऑब्जर्व करती है एंड उसके बाद जो अनडाइजेस्टेड और वेस्ट होता है उसको रेक्टम में थ्रो आउट कर देती है. सो नाउ दिस इज द लास्ट स्टेप ऑफ डाइजेशन ऑफ फूड विच इज इजेशन. So the process by which the waste undigested food, the fecal material, get out of the body through the anus, this process is known as egestion. Means हमारी बॉडी का जो इनसे वेस्ट मटेरियल होता है, फीकल मटेरियल होता है, अनडाइजेस्टेड फूड होता है, उसको एनस के थ्रो आउट करने की प्रोसेस को हम इजेशन कहते हैं. So this is all about the human digestion. Let's understand the process of digestion in just 4 steps. So the first step is ingestion. So the process of taking in the food through the mouth is called ingestion. Means food को mouth में आने की जो प्रोसेस होती है, माउथ में जब फूड आता है तो इस प्रोसेस को इंजेक्शन कहते हैं. मीन्स सेकंड स्टेप इज absorption. So the digested food can pass through into the blood vessel in the wall of the small intestine. So this process is called absorption. Means जो डाइजेस्ट फूड होता है वो ब्लड वेसल्स के थ्रू एब्जॉर्ब किया जाता है एंड द इनर वॉल ऑफ द स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन हैव 1,000 फिंगर लाइक आउटग्रोथ एंड दीज आर कॉल्ड विली. सो विली है ये ऑब्जर्प्शन के जो एरिया है उसको इंक्रीज करती हैं और ऑब्जर्प्शन में हेल्प करती हैं. सो नाउ कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट स्टेप विच इज assimilation. So this is the very next step of absorption. So the observed substance are transported by the blood vessels to different organs of the body and where they are used to build complex substance such as the protein. So this process is called assimilation. Means जो विलीज ने ऑब्जर्व किया, फूड को ऑब्जर्व किया सो ये ऑब्जर्व किया हुआ जो सब्सटेंस होता है, मटेरियल होता है, ये ट्रांसपोर्ट होता है ब्लड वेसल्स के थ्रू, डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स में ट्रांसपोर्ट होता है, जहाँ पर इनसे कॉम्प्लेक्स सब्सटेंस में कन्वर्ट किया जाता है, जैसे प्रोटीन जो हमारी बॉडी की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है ऐसे कॉम्प्लेक्स सब्सटेंस में इनको कन्वर्ट किया जाता है. सो दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एसिमुलेशन. एंड द लास्ट स्टेप of a digestive system is digestion. So digestion, the process by which the waste undigested food get out of the body through the anus. This process is known as digestion. Means, now coming to the next type of digestive system, which is a digestion in grass eating animals. So you have observed the cow, buffalo, and other grass eating animals, they are continuously chewing. So not only when they are eating, but also when they are not eating. So actually they quickly swallow the grass and store it in a part of stomach. So this part of stomach is called rumens, and here the food get partially digested, and it is called curd. मीन्स जो बफेलोज होती हैं, काउस होती हैं, वो च्यूइंग करती रहती हैं जब वो बैठी होती हैं या मतलब खा रही हो या नहीं भी खा रही हो, तभी वो च्यूइंग करती. मीन्स जो एनिमल्स होते हैं, ग्रास ईटिंग एनिमल्स, ये सारी ग्रास को एक बार में जल्दी जल्दी खा लेते हैं और फिर इसको रूमन्स में स्टोर कर लेते हैं. सो ये जो फूड होता है जो इनने सॉलो किया है, ये फूड अनडाइजेस्ट होता है, मतलब अनडाइजेस्ट तो नहीं कहते, पार्शली डाइजेस्ट होता है. सो दिस पार्शली डाइजेस्ट फूड इज नोन एज कर्ड. सो आफ्टर सम टाइम, सो ये जो एनिमल्स होते हैं, इनका ये कर्ड ये रिटर्न होता है माउथ में, एंड इन अ स्मॉल लम्स, एंड एनिमल्स च्यूड इट, वो इसको चबाते हैं. सो दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड रूमिनेशन, एंड दीज एनिमल्स आर कॉल्ड रूमेनियंट्स. सो जो एनिमल्स में ये प्रोसेस होती है, उन एनिमल्स को रूमेनियंट्स बोलते हैं. सो द ग्रास is rich in cellulose. So cellulose is a kind of carbohydrate. Many animals including humans cannot digest cellulose. हम cellulose को digest नहीं कर सकते. That's why we cannot eat grass. So ruminants have a large sac-like structure called cecum. So this is cecum. So this cecum between the small intestine and large intestine. सो रूमेंट्स में जो ये सैक होता है, एक सैकम, इसे सैकम बोलते हैं, ये सैक लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होती है. सो और ये लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन और स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन के बीच में होता है. सो ये जो सेलुलोज है, so the cellulose of food is digested here by the action of certain bacteria which are not present in human. means cellulose सेकम में डाइजेस्ट होता है. इस डाइजेशन की प्रोसेस में बहुत से बैक्टीरिया होते हैं, कुछ बैक्टीरिया होते हैं जो पार्ट लेते हैं. दीज बैक्टीरिया आर नॉट प्रेजेंट इन ह्यूमन्स. मीन्स हम ह्यूमन्स में ये बैक्टीरिया प्रेजेंट नहीं होते हैं. दैट्स वाई वी कैन नॉट डाइजेस्ट सेलुलोज. This is all about the ruminants. Besides of these, we also have many small organisms which do not have a mouth and a digestive system. Then how do they digest food? So students, let's understand how will they take in their food, and how will they digest their food, and you will learn another interesting way of taking food. So here we have a small organism or a microscopic organism which is amoeba, and एंड अमीबा इज़ अ सिंगल सेल ऑर्गेनिज्म, मीन्स इसकी पूरी बॉडी में सिर्फ एक ही सेल होती है, इसलिए सिंगल सेल ऑर्गेनिज्म है, या इसे हम यूनिसेलुलर भी बोलते हैं. Amoeba continuously change its shape and position, and it pushed out one or more finger-like projection, and it's called pseudopodia or false feet. These are pseudopodia and false feet, and they help to movement and capture the food. सो स्टूडेंट, जैसे अमीबा की बॉडी का कोई शेप नहीं होता है, वो कंटिन्यूसली उसके शेप चेंज होता रहता है. सो जैसे ही उसको फूड दिखता है, वो फूड को चारों तरफ से कैप्चर कर लेता है. उसकी बॉडी से जो फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शन निकलते हैं शुडोपोडिया, उसके थ्रू फूड को कैप्चर कर लेता है. अब फूड को कैप्चर करके वैक्यूल्स होती हैं उसकी बॉडी में, तो उन वैक्यूल्स में स्टोर कर लेता है. अब वैक्यूल्स में डाइजेस्टिव जूस सिक्रिएट होते हैं, और ये डाइजेस्टिव जूस जो फूड है उसको सिंपलर सब्सटेंस में कन्वर्ट करते हैं, और डाइजेस्टेड फूड को ये ऑब्जर्व फूड है. इससे ये अपने बॉडी का जो इनकी वेरियस फंक्शनिंग होती हैं, जैसे मल्टीप्लिकेशन है, ग्रोथ है, या बॉडी को मेंटेन करने में यूटिलाइज करता है. सो स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ डाइजेशन इन अमीबा, and in this chapter we learn different kind of digestive system in different kind of animals. But before leaving the class, I have some questions for you. So students, find out the answer of these following questions yourself, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. And also, do like, share and subscribe my channel. Till then, students, stay home, stay safe, keep learning. Have a nice day.